up, YouTube? Tiffy Stacey here, and I'm back with another Ask Tiffy Stacey video. And this question comes from Rainbow Bright 621, and she asks us, how do you detangle your hair and prevent knots and matting? Well, I'm going to go ahead and put this out there right now. I am not the best person to get advice from as far as detangling and preventing knots and matting, because I technically don't have problems with detangling my hair. My hair is pretty manageable, but I'm going to actually try to give it a shot, and I'm going to try to give you all some tips on how to detangle and prevent knots and matting. Okay, so tip number one is something that you can basically do throughout the week as far as detangling, and this is kind of what I do. I try not to use like a comb or anything when I'm actually trying to redo my hair throughout the week, you know, twisting it and all that stuff. But what I do is you see how like my hair is, some of the curls are kind of clumped together. I like to take apart the clumps and just gradually just take all the curls apart and just get whatever shedded hairs in between those, and you know, it comes out through my fingers. As you can obviously see, I've got a couple strands here, and I just do this throughout my hair. And most of the time I actually do it before I wash my hair, so I don't really have to use a comb to get rid of all the shedded hair. So that's a tip that you can consider. So the next tip is a tip that's pretty popular. I've seen it on Black Onyx's videos, Tell Zeke, which is the Terry Curly Like Me Girl, and Natural 85. And it basically involves like using a water bottle and some conditioner. And I'm going to try to demonstrate this the best that I can. But usually what you can do is take the water bottle, spray it, get it all wet. I'm totally ruining my hair right now, but it's wash day. And taking the conditioner in the hand, putting it in my hand, then running it throughout my hair, and then taking my Denman brush. Now, you don't have to use a Denman brush. You can use a wide tooth comb, but for this I'm using the Denman. Some people don't really like using the Denman to detangle because it tears out too much of their hair, but it's whatever's up to you. And what they did in their video is they started like at the bottom, and they got all the stray hairs at the bottom. See, this is not really good for me because I don't have problems with detangling, but they started at the bottom. It's going through really well, and then they just gradually work their way up. Just go and watch their videos. Okay, so I'll just see, this is terrible. Anyway, next tip. Okay, so this demonstration is right here. I have a two-strand twist, and I just want you to imagine I have two-strand twists all over my hair, all over my head. And I take my water bottle again, and this time I add shampoo to it, and just pretend there's shampoo in this. And then I take it and I shake it up. And then what I would do is apply it all around my scalp with all the two-strand twist, just in my scalp, and then I would scrub it, and then when I wash it out, all the shampoo will run down the strands and eliminate all the dirt. And this keeps it from retangling after you've detangled. So you might want to try that as an option. So keep in mind that some of the items that you want to use when you detangle is either the Denman brush right here, which is what I used earlier, or you want to use a wide tooth comb, as I have right here. And sometimes you can use something that's not so much like, definitely not a fine tooth comb, but maybe a little bit bigger, not even this size, but a little bit bigger. You can use that to detangle with as also, if you like. But stay away from these fine tooth combs when you try to detangle. It just causes a lot of problems. Now, a word about detangling. When you're detangling, most people use conditioner, as I showed you earlier, which I failed at when I did show you. But one of the things when you use conditioner when you detangle, you want to use something that has a lot of slippage. And in this video, I used the Trader Joe's moisturizing conditioner, and this is kind of known as having a lot of slippage, I guess. A lot of women basically use it for detangling. There's a bunch of other conditioners that women use when they detangle. But yeah, you want to look for something that has a lot of slippage, and usually those types of things have silicones in them, but you want to make sure that you use something that has water-soluble silicones and not something that isn't water-soluble, because that causes buildup, which also causes matting, and it just, I'm sure, causes more issues with detangling. So you want to use something that's a silicone that's water-soluble. Okay, so one of the ways that you can prevent matting is basically using products that don't cause a lot of buildup, and also using, as I told you before, silicones that are water soluble, and also clarifying your hair at least once a month to prevent that buildup and prevent matting, which also prevents issues with detangling. So you might want to start clarifying your hair at least once a month, and using something that has a sulfate in it. I know sulfates are considered bad, but they're actually really not if you know how to use them. And using something maybe that's kind of alkaline, of course. So sulfates and highly alkaline solutions are not as bad as everybody says they are. You just have to know how to use them. So definitely clarify your hair. That helps a lot. Okay, so basically my last tip is making sure you get your ends trimmed. You know, this keeps tangles to a minimum, and it keeps your hair looking good. So make sure you get those trims in as often as you need to, and you'll minimize your detangling issues, hopefully. So I hope that helps. All of you out there, always, as I say, subscribe and comment. Hit me up on Twitter at Tiffy Stacey, and also like me on my Facebook page. I have 12 people right now. I need 25 in order to get the Tiffy Stacey at the end of my URL. So please like me. I know I beg you sometimes, but I don't know. I just need the help. So, but anyway, thanks a lot for all the support as always, and I'll be back with another video.